Netcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
Bandwidth for iPad today is provided by Cachefly at CACHEFLY.com.
It's a very special iPad today from CES 2012.
We're outside the North Hall, and you know what's inside the North Hall?
No, what's inside the North Hall?
The iLounge, full of iPad and iOS products galore.
So let's take a look at iPad today.
iPad Today is brought to you by Ford, featuring all-electric and hybrid electric technologies. Learn more about the technologies Ford is bringing to its vehicles at ford.com/technology. And by audible.com. Download the free audiobook of your choice at audiblepodcast.com/iPad today.
Welcome to iPad Today. I'm so excited. We do this once a year.
Yes, we do.
For the last 2 years running. It's our annual CES edition of iPad Today.
I'm just looking at the big North Hall in front of me going, oh man, there's a lot to cover.
Now the North Hall, we should explain that CES is like massive. It's at the Sands Expo Center, it's at the Venetian Hotel, and then it's the entire Las Vegas Convention Center, something like 30, 40, 50 football fields worth of stuff.
And we say halls, but they're more like airplane hangars.
Oh yeah, this is huge. 2 or 3 football fields in size, this hall alone. And there are literally probably 2,000 booths in this one hall. So not all of them have anything to do with the iPad Today show, but a lot of them do. And in fact, they've dedicated a whole section, we're going to go over there in a minute, to iPad and iOS and iPhone accessories. It's called the iLounge.
That's right.
Now there's no Apple here.
The Apple famously just snubs CES every year. Although a lot of people who make Apple products for Apple products are here, and they're all very excited.
You know, it's interesting. If you go to Macworld/iWorld in a couple of weeks, it's going to be very similar to what we're about to see in the iLounge, only really smaller. This is actually a whole Macworld within CES.
When we covered Macworld last year, it was great because it was all iOS and Apple products, but we saw a lot of them at CES already.
Yeah, we'd already seen them. So we're about to see what the Apple or iPad and iPhone world will look like in the year 2012. Another little caveat, many of the things we're about to see aren't available yet. And
yes.
Some of them may never be available.
Some of them may be built on an iPad 3 that will end up not looking anything like what they think it looks like.
That's part of the fun, too, is to see what they think the iPad 3 is going to be. So we're going to show you some very cool stuff, all from the iLounge here at CES 2012. This is going to involve some walking. So are you ready?
Onward!
Onward! By the way, we should thank our friends at Ford who are sponsoring all our coverage of CES and iPad Today as well. Ford's a big presence here. They always are. I spoke to Alan Mullally a couple of days ago. You could see that conversation on our Twit Specials feed. And I asked him about, what Ford is planning, in particular about electric vehicles, because I'm very interested in zero-emission electric vehicles.
Aren't you getting one of the
I'm
electric
excited.
Focuses?
Well, okay. I'm on the list to get a 2012 Ford Focus. That's one of their electric vehicles. I'm very excited about that. It uses the Leviton charger. In 3 to 4 hours, full charge, great range, no emissions. They have an iPhone app that, or actually apps for all the platforms, I think, that will allow you to control charging, to sit in your living room and see what the charge state of your car is, even to do things like charge when the electricity rates are the lowest, because most utilities now are changing their rates depending on peak hours. So it's smart enough to say, I'm going to charge now because it's the least expensive. But then they also showed the 2013 Ford Fiesta, which is going to be gas, diesel, hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and electric. So what they're doing with the whole idea for Ford is to have those platforms available across the line, so you get to choose what you want. Yeah, you choose what you want depending on your needs. So I'm very excited. They also announced, I have it written down here because this was a new name for me in the Ford lineup. Another electric vehicle that's going to come out next year, the 2013 C-Max Energy Plug-in Hybrid.
And so how's that different than the Focus?
Well, this is why I want to
example?
get a plug-in hybrid. So with the plug-in hybrid, you're effectively getting 100 miles to the gallon.
Woo!
What you do is you plug it in, it charges up a couple hours, it charges up on a 240-volt circuit, and then you drive, and you have a range of about 15 miles on that charge. So if you're just going around town doing errands, you never use gas.
No.
But you know, occasionally I need to go to the airport. That's 55 miles from Petaluma. For that, the hybrid kicks in. So I get the best of both worlds. I have the unlimited range using a gas engine, but when it's just bopping around town, which is about 90% of my driving, it uses no gas at all. So it's a really clever way of doing this. Regenerative braking, of course, that means when you put your foot on the brakes, all the heat that is created by that is, instead of just pumped out into the atmosphere or into your car, it's actually saved back into the battery as energy. So it's charging itself every time you step on the brakes.
It's like a power plant.
Yeah, it's really a really great technology. Find out more by, of course, going to your Ford dealer and driving one today. The 2012 Focus will be in stock soon, and that Energy will be back in stock, I think, later this year. And the Fiesta, oh man, is that a beautiful car. That should also be later this year. Or visit Ford.com/technology and find out all about it on their website. Hey, I think we're here.
We are in the iLounge.
iLounge Pavilion.
We're deep into the iLounge. So,
here's my favorite headphones, Etymotics.
are they?
Have we talked about these at all?
I don't think so.
Do you use your earbuds that came with your iPhone or your iPad?
Yes, and anyone who watched Showstoppers the other night knows that I hate them because they don't fit.
No one likes them.
I hate them.
In fact, it's pretty obvious to me that one of the big categories at the show today is headphones. All kinds of headphones. 50 Cent has his headphones. Dr. Dre has.
Is that what 50 Cent is here for?
Yeah,
A line of
the
headphones?
SMS headphones. Everybody's got headphones. I want to at some point go over and show you the Parrot headphones designed by Philippe Stark. They're beautiful wireless headphones.
I'm in the market with for headphones with the Amazon gift card I got at the Twit holiday party.
Somebody gave you. Did you win the prize?
No.
For best table dancing? That was a great contest.
I actually wasn't even at the Twit holiday dinner.
I'm just teasing you. However, headphones are clearly something people want to kind of replace those kind of cheesy headphones that come with the iPhone, or to improve the audio coming out of.
So we can't just walk away.
Improve the audio coming out of your iPad. And I'm a big fan of Etymotics. Now, if you want a microphone, they make them with microphones as well. So you have the microphone version. Hey, Mark Carnes is here from Etymotic Research. Mark, I love you guys.
Thank you.
Huge fan, as you well know, I'm sure.
Well, we've been working hard to make sure you stay that way.
I use nothing but Etymotics all the time. Now, this is iPad Today. Let me introduce Sarah Lane to you, Mark.
How's it going?
One of the things I noticed, and you might have noticed this too, since this is your business, headphones are big this year at CES.
They are. It's probably one of the biggest business categories in audio right now.
And I think it's because everybody's got portable devices.
And if you look at the amount of smartphones, tablets that are coming into the market, what do they all have in common? They need portable audio products to be able to hear and enjoy them with.
Well, Apple really did that with iPad too, because they cut that two-speaker system down to one little speaker, and it sounds terrible.
Exactly.
So you really need better headphones. Now, these are the man comes loaded. Now, I notice you have new ear designs. Traditionally, Etymotic uses the flanged design, which I really like. Those go right into your ear. They seal the ear. I don't use noise-canceling headphones. I far prefer these. I get no external sound, and I get a credible bass because it's inside my ear. It's an in-ear monitor.
And it stays inside your ear, right? Yes.
Exactly. I love that. Yeah. Unlike the earbuds, which fall out all the time. But I see you have some forms as well. What are these?
Well, we have an international program called Custom Fit. For people like you who really enjoy listening for long periods of time and want to have the ultimate comfort, what this will do is we send our customers, if they'd like to upgrade, to a registered audiologist who will take impressions of your ears, and what you'll get back within a 2-week time frame is a piece of medical grade soft silicone, which is an exact replica of your left or your right ear. And then once you place this into your ear, since it is your ear size, you'll find the comfort is unbelievable, plus the noise isolation factor even goes up higher than what we were used to on the triple flange.
Sarah and I know this as professional television broadcasters.
Because we have had our ears fitted for TV shows.
It's a very interesting experience. It's not painful. They pour the silicone into your ear. You go
weird.
like this,
but
and then they
it's
pull it
your
out.
ear. Nobody else can wear it.
Well, that's
even
the
if
other
they
nice
wanted
thing
to.
for germaphobes like you. It's it's really
Don't touch me.
Sorry. So this is new for Etymotics. That's a great idea.
Yes, we started this program last year. We've expanded it to 17 countries. We have the most robust network here in the United States. It's very easy to go onto our website, simply log on, enter your postal code, find a provider, print the voucher, And we have fixed the price with the audiologist and with the ear mold lab for a $100 upgrade fee. You can upgrade to a personal set of
For 2 years, $100?
2 years to include your impression.
Wow.
The only thing we can't control is whatever shipping and handling you decide to do to get it faster or to get it specially delivered.
That's a great price. And
is.
I know some people don't like the
shocked.
flanged earbud. I love it, but because it kind of goes into your canal a little bit more than maybe makes people nervous. This can only go exactly properly into your canal because it fits.
It fits. It spreads all the mass across all your ears, so there's nothing that would be called pinching on any particular blood vessel, and that's what makes it so comfortable for such a long listening period.
You also make a model for the iPhone that has a microphone built into it. What is that model number?
Well, in fact, what we have here at the show is we have a complete new series of product called the Awareness Series. Now,
This, I think I know where you're going. All right. Because I can't wear these in the car.
no, you can't wear these in the car, and you'll find that the great thing about noise isolation is
You can't hear a thing.
hear a thing, and the worst thing about noise isolation is you can't hear a thing. So what we've done for both Apple and Android is we've put together a programmable noise isolation application that recognizes the sound of noise that you need to be clued to, so that if something comes up that you need to be aware of, it pauses your music, it uses the microphone to broadcast that sound to your ears, and when that sound is gone, it resumes right back.
How does it
That is
know? Do
brilliant.
you have programmed sounds like a car horn or an ambulance, or what kind of sounds are going to trigger this?
So all of our units that have our microphones, our controllers, we have two series. We have one for Android and we have one for Apple. What this does here is I can set this to basically the sound of my voice. So when it hits this, it triggers and it opens up the microphone. It sends an audio signal back in.
It's based on decibel level.
It's based on decibel level, which is really all the audio clues come down to that. And I can raise and lower the amount of volume it comes into the microphone, into my ears.
You know, I've often told people how much I love Etymotics, but I say don't run with them because you'll be running down the road and you won't hear a car coming up behind you.
We even put statements into our own literature saying exactly the same thing. But when you have our awareness, I can actually program it so that if I'm going on a walk, I have it every once in a while automatically looking around for information. I have it set so if I know a bicycle's coming down the path, I'll be able to hear it. If somebody says, get out of the way, I'm cued. It takes a distraction away. If I'm running, I need it to operate faster. I set it into the other auto mode, and it allows me to have the clues I need for that activity.
So does this work with all existing Etymotics headphones, or do I need to get a new pair of headphones?
It works with all of our earphones that have headset controllers and microphones built into.
That's all I buy because I use these as my phone headphones. And how much is the application?
The application comes included in the price of the product.
So I already own it, in fact.
If you own your product already as a customer, you can simply come in, register. We'll give you the unlock code. Go to the iTunes store, download Etymotic Awareness. It'll download free. It'll give you the VU meter you just saw, and then you just go in and get your unlock code by registering your product.
It's also important on a plane. You don't hear the safety announcements, and that was one of the reasons I wear Etymotics on the plane. I don't want to hear the plane noise, but you do want to hear any safety.
PA. So you'd set it up here. If you know when the PA comes in, that's the only thing you're going to hear. The flight attendant comes up to you and says, "Hey, Leo, what would you like?"
All I ever see is
Starts talking, you hear that. Yeah.
That's so great. Mark, it's really
Thanks
nice
so
to
much,
meet
Mark.
you. You guys
Great
just
stuff.
knocking it out of the park. Great stuff.
Now, one last thing before you go is we've been really worried about the amount of volume the 4 to 14-year-old children are being exposed to. So today we've created Eddie Kids. And Eddie Kids is a safe listening earphone for children. It's sized for juveniles. It has all the juvenile ear tips. One thing it's a high definition earphone, so if kids want to game, they want to do a number of things, it has the highest frequency response of any product on the market. But
Kids have great ears.
they have great ears, but it limits the volume output to 88 decibels. So no matter how loud they want to play, they're always in the safety range.
Again, you guys are just doing a great job. That's fantastic.
And with our Apple mode, you can actually have a parental application called Awareness for Parents. So when the parent wants to communicate to their child, it's set to the tone of their voice. It opens up the microphone. It pauses the music and allows you and your child to create a conversation without any distraction.
This is great.
Thanks so much, Mark.
I have to say I have several ER4s. I have about 8 HF5s because I keep buying more of them, and I'm going to have to get the app so I can protect. That's really fantastic. Appreciate it.
iTunes Store and pull it down, and if you use an Android.
Now I've been using my Apple version on my Android, so it's a different headset that I should be using.
No, it's still compatible with your Android. It'll go back and forth.
But the software obviously isn't.
Software you'll have to download, and that's going to be included as part of our Android series product line.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark. Enjoy the
Etymotic, and I'm
show.
saying it right. Etymotic. Etymotic.
Etymotic. It's a Greek word. It means true to the ear.
I love it. Thank you so much. They've always been my favorite headphones, and I think that's kind of neat that they're paying so much attention to kids' hearing, because we hear that a lot. And of course, on your iPad and your iPhone, you can set a maximum level as part of the parental controls, so that's a good thing to do.
You know, there is a booth that said something about drop and scratch proof casing for, or not casing, but like a cover for your Gorilla Glass on your iPad.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested in this.
All right.
Because they might let us drop an iPad on the floor. It seems, see, look, Rapsol, drop and scratch protection.
She's just trying to
for
get
phones,
her aggressive
tablets,
instincts out. All right, let's drop
and
something.
computers. Well,
All right.
you know, or scratch it up with a knife. Why not?
They have a buzzsaw.
Exactly. I want to know how great this is.
Brett, can we talk to somebody from Rapsol? Can we talk to you?
Sure.
Hi, Brett.
For you. How are you?
Well, this caught my eye because it said drop and scratch protection for phones, tablets, and computers, and then we see sort of like a chainsaw down here in this,
Yes.
on this display.
Well, if I can grab the gentleman's phone, I'll do a demonstration.
That's what she wants.
Yeah,
she wants,
I want something
she wants
kind
to
of
actually
violent.
hurt something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brett's going to hurt something here. We're gonna break an iPhone today. Now I got to warn
I think
you.
the idea is that we won't because of this very industrial
Yeah, but
strength.
they don't know about our secret weapon.
Which is?
Burke McQuinn.
Oh, yeah.
Remember last year
he-
at Showstoppers, the Gorilla Glass.
Oh, he did that too? This was...
Which one did you stop?
At CTIA, there was a phone that was like for all seasons,
a phone.
very rugged.
Ah.
It was in this very, very big protective casing, and Burke was wearing his motorcycle boots and said, "I think I'm going to break this." And the guy said, "No, you can't do it." And sure enough, he did.
Well, he's wearing sneakers today, so you're safe. Let's wander over here. Brett's found somebody who can do a demo here for us. It's actually kind of hey, Shelly, how you doing? All right, Brett. So is this wrapped in Rapsol?
This is covered right now with our product, Rapsol, front, back.
You can't
and
really tell.
sides.
Well, I mean, there's maybe a tiny bit of difference, but not much.
Yeah, it gives a
it
little
feels
bit
like
of
there's
grip.
nothing.
It gives a little bit of grip to the phone because these can be slippery, you know, as you get
Mm-hmm.
in and out of the car. So the idea is that this would replace the need for a rubber case.
And a lot of people don't like cases, so this feels like you've got a nice stripped-down phone on its
Correct.
own.
So to prove that it protects it from drops and scratches, we have our basketball hoop here. So we basically stand back, we throw the phone, so I'll get out of the way. We'll see if I can get it in, but...
And by the way, at the bottom, there's nails.
pretty sharp. But the idea is to show you that even impacting that, which is simulating a drop from your pocket or from up here, that no matter what I do,
Down the slide into
I
a
wipe
bed of
that off
nails.
and my phone is in perfect condition.
That's awesome.
Well, I'm looking
Where
at
can
it,
we
and
find
sure
Rapsol?
enough, there's really no
Sorry, you can
nicks
buy
or
Rapsol on our
scrapes.
website, or we sell exclusively through Walmart stores nationwide, Staples, and Office Depot.
And what's a typical price point for a wrapper?
For $24.95, you get the whole phone, front, back, and sides.
Fantastic. So nice to meet you. Thank you, Brett. Brett
Thanks,
Webster from
Brett.
Rapsol. Wow, that's a good demo. It wasn't
So you
quite.
can't throw it that hard.
You wanted to
but
like throw it on the ground, jump up and down on it.
Yeah, I wanted to take a chainsaw.
Really hurt it.
There wasn't really actually a chainsaw involved, but that's okay. That's okay.
Now this is 10-1 design. I like these guys.
I do too. I always have.
They made. You remember the first pen that you could use on an iPad, and then
then
last year we saw the Fling, the game controller.
Exactly. Looks like they're showing it off again.
Yeah, and this is kind of neat. it lets you, because many games on the iPad, and we've shown so many of them, and I always complain about the fact that you have to know where to touch on the side of it and all that. This gives it an actual physical joystick.
It seems like because you complain that the first-person shooters are they're cumbersome and a little clunky, but this would
make it a lot more fun.
Well, it just gives it makes the iPad feel completely different
And they have,
with very little effort.
These just go on with suction cups, and you can have one or two of them on either side. You position it to fit the game that you're playing. I think that's a good idea. And now they have something new called the Magnus. Let's see if we can get them to show us the Magnus. Can we see the Magnus? We'll come over to you, Dave. Dave Skinner with 10-1 Design. Good to see you.
You too.
This is iPad today, and we've shown before the pens that you do that we just really love. This is a newer design, or the Pogo.
This is the Pogo Sketch Pro, and it has a nice field, a nice design to it, and it has a nice interchangeable tip as well. So if the tip gets torn, wears out, or if your dog chews it up, you can replace it.
So the Pogo was your first product, sold like crazy. In fact, I remember on iPad Today and Mac Break Weekly, we were actually like, I gave Alex mine because I bought 3, and we couldn't get them. We're out of stock. So they've sold really well, but you've expanded. Last year we showed the Fling. This is new. What's this?
This is a Magnus, which is a magnetic stand for iPad 2 for high-end workspaces. It's got a real sleek, unique design to it, and it uses the magnets in iPad 2 to grab onto it and give it a nice sturdy hold.
I've been waiting for people to take more advantage of those magnets. It's been out for a year.
Yeah, we're really pleased with the design and the look and the feel of it.
This seems like it would be about the same angle that the Smart Cover, when it was acting as a stand, would give you.
I haven't measured one versus the other yet, but it's similar to it.
And it's just the one.
One angle.
It sits just one way.
It sits one way. You can't, because of the magnets, you can't set it this way. I mean, if you set it very gently.
Very gently is never good. Not really good.
We don't recommend.
This will hang on to it
this
strong.
is nice. But one of the things about the Smart Cover, why I make the comparison, is that I use it a lot, but it gives a little bit. It's not nice and sturdy. This is not going anywhere. I mean, it's really nice and sturdy.
I also see a market for this. And a lot of people do use their iPads basically as a slideshow, as a screen. This would be great to give Grandma and have the iPad, and then she can have this as a frame, as a digital photo frame.
It's remarkable how many people will write into us saying, we want an app that where my tweets just sort of roll by during the day, because they're not actually using the iPad when they're sitting at their workstation.
How much will this be?
This retails for $49.95.
And when will it be available?
It's available now.
So nice to see you. Thank you, David. Keep up the great work. We love 10-1. They do great stuff. Thanks.
I love that. I mean,
it's elegant. Sturdy. It's a limitation that it has only one angle, but it's just so beautiful and elegant. I can absolutely see storing your iPad there during the day, that kind of thing.
My only concern is the one angle. Yesterday on Tech News Today, we covered a story about people getting sort of repetitive stress issues from tablets.
Right.
Especially when a tablet's up like this.
Yeah.
And
You don't want your wrist broken like that.
So it's something to keep in mind. Oh, hello.
Well, it's Elton John, ladies and gentlemen.
I had no idea Elton John was going to be at the show.
Where do you get a red vinyl suit these days?
Wow, it really sounds like him.
Now, I'm trying to think what this is. Oh, these are stands. So, see, he has an iPod. Remember we saw Steve Martin using an iPad for his set list? And you see that a lot nowadays with musicians. So it's a mic stand that includes holders for either a phone or an iPad. Does all of that. That's pretty cool. And, in fact, it looks like it also has a MIDI in and out, so that you could have a MIDI keyboard that would also connect to the 30-pin port. That's pretty cool.
Actually, you are very right. This iRig MIDI will allow you to connect any MIDI-enabled keyboard directly to your iPad. iRig MIDI is basically a keyboard connection device. What you're looking at is Sample Tank. Sample Tank has 1 gigabyte of sound so that you can play live. Pianos, drums, you name it. It also has a MIDI recording feature so you can completely compose music as well.
Really neat. Thank you so much.
iRig.
And thanks, Elton.
Thank you, Elton. Love your music.
Sure. You have something else? Oh, this is a best of show winner. Let's see.
I'm excited.
We're going to come all the way over here.
All the way around to the other corner.
Wait a minute. Now I have to. This is my card, just in case you want to know what the hell you're doing here. This is a mixer.
That's right. This is the iRig Mix. This is the very first iOS DJ mixer on the planet.
Now, you wanted this for your DJ gig.
Yeah. I'm not much of a DJ, but I'm still very interested, and I know a lot of folks who watch our show are interested in music on the iPad. So how does it work?
Do you need 2 iPads for this to work?
You need one iOS device, or actually just 2 audio input sources. The great thing about this is that you can mix 2 iPads, iPhones, or iPods, or you can mix just one iOS device and another sound source. That could be an MP3 player, or a CD player, or even an old school tape deck.
So how do we, it looks like we just connect the audio jack from the iPad to the audio in on this.
That's correct.
How does it interface with the software?
The software actually has a unique feature to it. We're showing it with our DJ Rig app software, which has a special feature called X-Sync, which will automatically beat match the second source. So we take all the guesswork out of DJing.
So you do use a 30-pin connector to... No.
It's an audio mixer. So a traditional audio mixer will allow you to, perform live, set up any source. It has mono... Right, it has mono and stereo out, so you could perform live with it, or you could just perform in the comfort of your own car or home.
This is the X-Sync feature here. You just switch that on, and it'll automatically beat match for you.
That's correct.
That saves time.
How much is it?
The iRig Mix retails for $99 and will be available at the end of the month from ikmultimedia.com or through your favorite Apple retailer or any consumer electronics store.
Thank you, Star Ackerman from IK Multimedia, and that's the iRig, and wow, $99 is a great price.
And it would look
Thanks,
so
Star.
nice with my white iPad.
You know, we're going to get you that, because every time that we've ever done the DJ mix thing, you've done such a good job. I think you really deserve your own DJ setup. We'll get you a second iPad. Like
this, we have talked about DJ, which is the DJAY, which is pretty much the most popular DJing mixer on the iPad. People love it, although it's all software. So this is better for someone who's like, I want that physical knob or lever, and $99 exactly.
Hey, I see one of my favorite companies here, Mophie.
Mine too. I just got a new Mophie battery extender. They are a lifesaver. I mean, you can, if your iPhone is completely charged up all the way and then it goes down to 0 and you're really in a bind, you're not going to be home or near a charging station anytime soon, this will save you.
This is,
and it charges up pretty quickly.
I buy these for everyone I know. I give them away. When people see them, they say, what is that? I explain what it is. And a friend of mine was going to Australia that day. She saw that. I explained it to her. I said, you need this. I gave it to her. I have bought probably 10 of these. This is the top of the line. This is they make a Juice Pack Air, and this is the Juice Pack Pro.
That's what I have, too.
And it really goes all day at CES and all night, too. And
you
especially
need that because you're taking pictures, and people are calling you.
You know what would be really cool is if they had something for an iPad user as well. Now, we get great battery life on the iPad.
But wouldn't it be nice to have?
It'd be nice if they had more. Is there someone we can... they're working on somebody? I'm such a fan of the Mophie cases.
I am too.
So
I like the look of them.
It looks like they also have some smaller cases. I mean, one of the things that people complain about with the Mophie is it does add considerable weight.
It's bulky.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't really bother me because it makes me feel like they're kind of safe. Oh, hi, Ross.
Hey, Ross. Leo Laporte and Sarah Lane from iPad Today. How are you?
How's it going? Going
good. How are you guys?
We were just I just whipped out my Mophie. I was just showing everybody what I use.
I saw that. I noticed you had a white iPhone too.
I do, yeah.
It just came out with this version of the Plus in white.
Oh.
To better complement the white iPhone.
Yeah, well,
I
like
you want to throw this one on.
I like the teal. There's something about the teal that just it kind of is a two-tone thing, you know. And then I have the ruby red at home as well. I have many Mophie cases.
I appreciate that.
So let's see how that looks with the white.
Yeah, this one we're just debuting today, so.
So you didn't have this before? Not you had it in the Air. You didn't have it in the Pro.
We had it in the Air, and then we everything with the Plus was soft touch black. And we just didn't have anything that really complemented the white iPhone as well.
Oh, look at that! That and I like the gray. I like the little gray. That's class. That's beautiful.
So this is still our 2,000 milliamp battery, dual injected, impact-resistant rubber bumper around the edge, pass-through buttons.
What is the battery life on the iPhone by itself? Is it 1,800 milliamp hours or 1,700?
Not
even that.
1,400.
So you're more than doubling it.
Yeah, yeah. The Air is a 1500 milliamp battery, which is right around double. The Plus is going to give you probably like 1.5 charges.
Now, Ross, I don't run it the way that you recommend I run it. The way the manual says is you leave the juice pack turned off until your phone drains. This is how you get maximum battery life, until your phone drains. Then you turn the air on. It's like the reserve tank in my old Volkswagen Beetle.
Right.
Where you would drive it to, because it didn't have a gas gauge, you drive it till it stops, and then you flip a switch, and it would go for another pint. I leave mine all the time on, and I'll tell you why, and you probably have some users that do the same thing. This way, this is 100% charged all the time. When the air runs out, which it eventually, even the air runs out eventually, I pop it off, and I still have a fully charged iPhone that I can carry around, and I can have that air charging as I walk around with my iPhone, or do what I do, which is have several Airs always charging, and I can just swap them out.
For the power users, yeah, it's nice to have
That's a power user. That's a power user. Now, this is an iPad show. Do you guys have anything to show us for the iPad today?
We have, which we debuted last year, which was the power stand.
It's a charging stand.
We saw that last year.
Yeah. We got the iLounge finalist award for that one. But for iPad, not really anything new right now.
The batteries are pretty good already.
You got 10 hours, yeah.
We've got the, if you come over here, I can show you the power station, which we redesigned this year. This is a 4,000 milliamp battery.
4,000?
Charge up to 2.1 amps. So this one is capable of charging an iPad.
So you charge this up, and then when your iPad runs out, you carry it in your backpack or your briefcase or your purse, and
Same thing. You can have
just plug it in
charging, so
at all times. You know what I like is you have both a micro. No, I don't understand why you have the micro in.
So micro.
That's to charge it.
That's to charge it.
Got it.
So you need the regular micro plugged into the wall.
I plug that in to charge it, and then I plug the USB connector, the 30-pin port from the iPhone or iPad into that. And that's really compact. It's also really pretty.
Yeah.
How much is that?
This is a $79 solution.
Great. I'm a big juice pack fan.
Love the Mophie. Like that white one, too.
They have a
Very
red.
Stormtrooper.
You have a red Mophie now, too, for Project Red.
We, right behind you, actually, you can see all of our products that we released for Product Red. And the power stand's up there, all of our universals, as well as the Air and the Plus, which 5% of all of our profits will go to charity to help fight AIDS in Africa.
That's great. That's great. Thanks for making a great product. It's a lifesaver.
It's always good talking.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Take care.
Mophie. And also a very nice booth.
Yeah, well, they deserve a nice booth. I think it's interesting because as I walk around and see all the tech press, everybody's got iPhones here, and more than half of them have Mophie cases on their iPhones. It's just kind of universal. It's always fun to meet people who are here for their first time, you know?
Well, and usually the response is always the same. It's really big.
It's overwhelming.
We're overwhelmed.
And the women are gorgeous.
They are.
Yeah.
And they wear shirts that say skunk juice. What is skunk juice anyway?
I'm going to let you do this interview.
What are you guys showing off today?
Basically what we have is a magnetic patent technology. So as you can see, I'm attached here to my little shuffle device. As you can see, I lost my train of thought. Carissa, help me out.
Pretty much a connection that you can connect up to 4 people. Let's say you're on an airplane and you guys are all sitting 3 seats and you guys want to listen to the same movie. You guys would be able to have each and every single connection. Like I have my magnetically connected earphones. You would be able to have your own headset, and it would all be able to be connected to the same thing.
It's like a daisy chain.
Yeah. Exactly.
I guess if you were really good at running at the same pace as somebody, you could listen to the same music as you ran next to each other.
Exactly, and if you guys wouldn't pull each other because it's magnetically connected. So if one of them, you guys did get connected, it would just magnetically.
It wouldn't be a terrible loss. Nobody would trip and fall.
Exactly.
So we can like hook up together. Yeah. So you can hook up.
I love this. This is actually very helpful. Thank you.
Bluetooth as well. This is our new prototype. We're going to be able to, for gamers who have our connected microphone piece, Bluetooth amp, so anybody can connect at the same time. For business calls, it would be private business calls. Everybody would have their own thing, but also be able to talk at the same time.
Great. How much is one of the headphone sets run me?
It actually comes with 2. We have this one right here. It'll be a 2 headset, and it goes about $35.99.
That's actually
great.
really cool.
Isn't that great?
If you're in a row on an airplane and you all want to listen to the same movie,
happens.
it happens all the time. You take one earbud and I take one earbud. That's crazy. This way, we just magnetically together.
Instead of going like, okay, ready, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I do that too.
that.
We're watching
Thanks,
the
ladies.
same movie at the same time, sort of. You do that, really?
I do.
I thought I was the only person who did that.
No.
All right, we're going to go over and see a Ferrari. Are you ready?
I'm ready because nothing says iPad like a Ferrari.
A Ferrari. I like Ferraris.
It's sort of the iPad of vehicles, right?
Yeah.
I like them too.
I mean, it's no Ford.
Well,
But
what
it's
is?
okay.
If you're going to go Italian, I guess this will do.
I have a friend, and there are a number of high-tech millionaires who bought these very special Ferraris that are not legal in the United States.
Why?
That's a good question. They keep them in their garage. They can't drive it. I guess they can race it, but you can't drive it because of the emissions. So there you go.
Wow.
So what is Ferrari showing? Headphones?
It looks like
It looks like Ferrari headphones.
branded
Now, what did I tell you
headphones.
about headphones? This is the headphone show.
I love headphones, so I'm glad. I'm just sort of overwhelmed with all of the choices that we have.
Well, what it's interesting is because what a lot of these companies are focusing on is design and style. They don't ever say sounds good or incredible acoustics. They just say, look, we got the Ferrari horse
In
on
fact,
there.
sometimes
What more could you want?
critics end up saying, the Beats headphones, for example, look really great, but they
Right.
don't sound as good as
Can we take a
Bose,
look
for
at
example.
these? Michael Kirkham
Michael.
from Ferrari by Logic 3.
We're
Let's
just,
put these on Sarah Lane.
Okay. Ooh.
They look good on you. And they're Ferrari red they've got the horse rampant on it. And what's kind of interesting on this, they have microphones too.
Which is very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. So are these available now?
They're available from April.
And how much will they be?
The noise cancelling ones there will be $320.
Ferrari priced for a Ferrari class product.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, the music just started. You can't hear what I'm dancing to, but
Is
it's
it good?
Beverly Hills Cop.
Now
Now it's going really fast.
well, wait a minute. Now there's also Come in White. Let's hear what I have. Go ahead. Just press play. I'll listen to whatever you're listening to today. Here, hold the mic.
Okay. You know what I like about Leo and I is that we don't mind embarrassing ourselves. You looked really good. You looked really good. Really good dancing.
Thank you so much. Ferrari headphones, they make you dance like a fool.
Well, they look. Thank you guys.
They're really styling.
They're beautiful.
They also make a
and
dock.
I actually, they're kind of big for me for everyday wear. But the sound was amazing.
A lot of the headphones I'm seeing are larger, and I think that's a reaction to the earbuds. People are so sick of having these things fall out of their ears. They want over-ear headphones.
Sure. Well, and if you're sitting at your desk, let's say you're coding or something for a long period of time, you don't care what it looks like. You don't care about the bulk as long as it's comfortable. What next?
Well, I'll tell you what next.
What?
If you've got a great pair of headphones,
yeah,
you need something to listen to. Now, sure, you can listen to Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop, or or you could listen to some like Charles Dickens' Bleak House, or the Steve Jobs biography by Walter Isaacson. You could listen to something that fills your mind. I just read an article in today's USA Today that said that 78% of all books now are fiction. People are getting so much nonfiction from the web. They're inundated with nonfiction. They want to escape. They're reading more fiction than ever before. And, I kind of feel the same way. I do listen to nonfiction. Audible has a great selection.
That's the kind of book I want to read because I want to escape.
Novels. Yeah, you want to escape. So Audible has 100,000 titles, fiction, nonfiction. You can get history. You can get classics. I actually just downloaded Bleak House. That's why I brought it up. It's like, I don't know, 80 hours or something. It's huge. But boy, if you want to escape, there's nothing like listening to an audiobook and going to another land, another period, another time with great characters. There's so many wonderful books on Audible. Here's a way you can get a book free right now. Go to audible.com.
Audiblepodcast.com.
Thank you. Audiblepodcast.com/iPad Today Show.
iPad Today.
Just iPad Today?
Yes.
It's a lot of typing. audiblepodcast.com/iPad today.
That's right.
Now, what you're going to go do is sign up for the Gold account. That's a book a month. Your first month is free. That means your first book is free. You can cancel at any time. You keep the book. So really, we're giving you a free book. And there's so many wonderful selections. Almost all of those 100,000 titles are a single credit. That means you have access to almost all of them. Not all of them. Some of the really long ones are more than one credit. But boy, the real challenge is going to be finding or narrowing it down to just one book. There's so many great books. And the beauty of Audible is it plays everywhere. On your iPad, of course, your iPhone, on your computer, a Zune, a Kindle. I mean, it just goes on and on. So you can listen to those books wherever you are. I take my little iPod that I have on the wristband, and I listen to them at the gym on the Stairmaster. It makes it go by a lot faster.
If you have a commute, you need to give Audible a try.
You do that, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You drive an hour every day each way to come to work, and so it really does make. That's when I first discovered Audible, actually, back in 2000 when I became an Audible subscriber. We invite you to try it today. Go to audiblepodcast.com/iPad today. Sign up for your first book free.
Free book.
They're fantastic.
Free book, and you don't have to break the law.
I love Audible. Break the law? How would you break the law? By dancing?
By stealing a book from a bookstore. You're just getting a free book.
Do people do that?
If they did, they would be breaking the law.
Nobody who listens to our show.
No, I'm saying you get a free book without having to do something crazy like take a book from a bookstore.
All right, I got to find out what this is. First of all, it's a great logo.
Ozaki.
Ozaki. It's a guy with the world's biggest afro.
And it's bright pink.
And won.
He's screaming.
They won the Best of Macworld Asia 2011, the Red Dot Design Award for 2011.
You notice that a lot of these booths say they've won some sort of Best in Show.
Because everybody gets a Best in Show.
And I think that there are a lot of magazines and publications that people like us who would have their top 10 of iLounge. So
what the heck could this possibly be? It looks like a light bulb.
So there's many different versions. They've got nano watches.
This looks like a camera.
These are?
It looks like it's looking at us.
It is. Well, look at us.
Wow.
Is it you? Yeah. I found you.
Plug and play wireless smart IP camera for iPad, iPhone, and iPod Touch. It's kind of a cool looking camera. It has a microphone on it. We've got to get somebody to tell us about this. This is very interesting.
Is this like a convenience store monitor? Because you see those. Let me look around the corner.
Looks like they make a whole bunch of different things. Wi-Fi flower pots?
Hi.
Can we talk to somebody about your products?
What are these? Doesn't matter. Whoever knows what they are and how they work.
What is this?
What is it?
This is an IP camera, Wi-Fi camera. It basically watches after your pets at home when you're away. Watch your elderly, your grandparents.
But it looks cool. You guys have great design. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the purpose is it looks like something less like an IP camera, so it looks delicate and creative.
You even can make it look like a plant, can't you? They have different designs. Yeah.
Yes. And it's the most special things about this is it's PC free. It doesn't need you don't need to go through computers. You set up on your iPhone, your iPod, your iPad, and it's pretty simple, less than 2 minutes.
So you're running the app here, and you can see all the cameras.
Exactly, and on iPad, you can see the
four cameras.
4 cameras, 4 different views in America, in England, and in four different countries, or.
Oh, you can even move around.
Whoa, that's cool.
So is it stitching the 4 cameras together?
No,
that's just one image, and I can move around in the image.
Yes.
Wow.
We've set up 4 cameras in our booth, so you can see different areas in
Is this moving the camera when I do that?
Yes.
So it position.
The lens is here.
So it's a steerable.
It moves.
It's what we call a pan tilt zoom camera.
Exactly.
And you control it with the touch on the iPad.
Yes.
That is really cool. So that's why the base, so we can move the camera around.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's all done over Wi-Fi.
How much are these? MSRP is $39.99.
That's it? $40?
Okay, we're buying these for the whole studio.
$399.
$400. Okay, that's a little bit better. I'll take 5.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's kind of cool looking. I love it that you could pan, tilt, zoom with it.
Until she showed off that part, I said, okay, it's a
big deal, right?
You know, watch your pets while you're away. But that is amazing, because otherwise you'd have to set up cameras in every corner.
They make cases too. They obviously do a lot of different stuff.
They make
That's an attractive
cases.
zebra. That's a nice looking zebra.
Cheetah.
Yeah.
Gold
rock
stuff.
on.
Hey, dudes.
Here's Griffin. We probably should go in here. They make an awful lot of iPhone and iPod stuff. They're kind of the kings of the iOS
They've got
accessory.
sort of a beautiful wood-paneled booth here.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going into a nice shop.
It's almost like we're back in the Pacific Northwest.
Right. So, yeah.
Now look at this. This is Dress It, they call it, and these are attractive, trendy covers and cases that make your iPad look like a notebook. Or
And we've got some driving type companions here.
Well, this is interesting.
Oh, it's to mount your
It looks like
I
a
guess,
pebble.
iPhone or iPad in your car.
Let's
see, pop over, and in this case, I want to watch a video. And the video that I want to watch is actually on the DVD player. And assuming the law of live demos actually allows us to make this happen, we'll have video here in just a second.
It's not getting a signal. Do you want me to go behind here? I could just
sort of shake
that a little bit. Yeah, I could just.
I don't know why it's not.
Turn it off and turn it on again. That's what I always do.
Reboot. Blue screen.
It won't be won't take too long. Don't worry. I'll just go in here and it should be easy to fix. I don't see any real. No, I don't know what's going on.
So what is this? Well, you're getting it going.
Sure. This is our Beacon Universal Remote. It basically works as a Bluetooth to IR translator. This thing speaks Bluetooth. This thing speaks IR.
Neat.
So this translates it. We work with a company called Digit. They are the app designers, manufacturers, and they maintain the code database, 200,000 different devices, and that's constantly uploaded to the app itself. So I can whenever I have a new device, it's simply a matter of going through very easy drill down tutorial where I select the brand of device that I have. I tell it I have a TV in this case. And it says, hey, we think we can find you a remote. And in this case, what it'll do is it'll say, turn me on and off. I press this. If it works, then I've got a remote. And if it doesn't, then it cycles through to the next remote. It replaces the keying in 4 different
Much
digits.
easier to get a universal remote going.
I think so.
And I love these because they're very pretty and they look like little pebbles or river stones. That's kind of cool. So that's the translator. It's get Bluetooth precisely from the iPad and then do infrared to the TV and the home theater system, which uses an infrared remote.
Precisely.
That's a great idea. How much is this?
This is $69.99 at retail. It's available now. We make it for iOS and for Android.
And the name again?
Beacon. B-E-A-C-O-N.
Beacon. I like that.
Thanks.
Really, really cool.
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry I broke your TV.
Way to go, Leo.
Hi, Jackie. Good to see you. So Griffin always does such great stuff, and that was a neat one. I like that.
Yes,
yeah. What else is new here that you'd like to show us?
I was thinking you would probably want to check out our Studio Connect. It's a kind of an all-in-one cool way to record music onto an iPad.
Let's
so
see.
it gives you a quarter-inch input and a MIDI input. So we've got an electric guitar hooked up over here. I thought it'd be kind of cool.
Let's rock out.
Yeah.
Here, I'll go around and I'll get our guitarist.
Did you play guitar, Leo?
No, I don't, but Simon does, thank goodness.
Yes.
So, where's the wire? There it is. And it's going into
Studio Connect here.
Okay.
You've got the iPad docked on here. It's plugged into the 30 pin. And we've got on the back side here, got your quarter-inch input, and that's what Simon's electric guitar is hooked into on the other one. MIDI in and out. This will allow you to plug in
to pass
MIDI.
through as well.
Exactly,
yeah.
MIDI controller, and then your stereo out as well for this. So he's actually in here. We've got GarageBand pulled up, and Simon could actually record everything he's playing here, go in and edit it. As we all know, GarageBand is more powerful now than ever. So So we've really taken advantage of the cool new GarageBand version. And you can go in, edit, produce an entire song on your iPad now. You don't even need a desktop computer.
That's really cool. That's really neat.
This is the Studio Connect. It's $150, and it's going to be available in February.
Right. Go ahead, Simon, rock us out here. He's using one of the. He's using one of the. They have all sorts of cool little amps and effects boxes available in GarageBand, and he's using a grunge box right now. It's kind of cool. That's the Blue Echo, or you could use the Vibe. Let's go back to grunge.
Love this.
So that's cool. That's a way to hook up
Connect?
your instruments to your iPad and use GarageBand to make
and then
music.
record directly into the device.
What else
Thank
is
you so
new
much.
from Griffin? You got anything else you want to show us?
Over here.
All right. Look at this.
And this is an audio amplifier for Airport Express.
City TV, rock on. Go ahead. You're in the middle of an interview. I don't want to interrupt. Really? All right. So it's got a knob. Now, you know, Griffin, of course, for many years had this great knob that I love.
PowerMate.
The PowerMate.
We still have it. We really look at it. Still
It glows, it pulses. I use it to turn my volume up and down. I love my PowerMate. But you've added kind of more to it. What else is here?
That's right. So up there you see there's a mount here. This is an Airport Express.
Okay.
And we've got it mounted on there, so it kind of has like its own little throne up here on top of the 20.
Yeah.
That's charging it. From there, you're going to have a fiber optic cable that comes with the 20 coming out of the Airport Express and into the 20. So you've got really high quality lossless audio feeding to your speakers, which you then plug into the back there as well.
So we're going to use AirPlay to control the speakers.
Correct. That's right. Yeah. So you know, iTunes Library, any iOS, any AirPlay enabled app like Spotify, Last.fm, Pandora, you can stream wirelessly through that into your really high quality speakers that you probably already have at home that sitting around not using.
Of course, the Airport Express has a little audio jack coming out of it, but no amplifier controlled for volume or anything.
Correct.
So this basically adds all of that capability to an Airport Express. How much is that?
That's going to be under $200. It's going to be available in Q2.
And it's called?
The 20.
The 20.
Which is named for 20 watts per channel.
Very cool. Thank you. And thanks to, is it Madison, our hand model?
Very good hand modeling.
Very nicely done, Madison. Sorry, guys. Please continue on. City TV, of course, the great Toronto, actually all Canada-wide network.
Amber works for City
Amber
TV.
worked for a long time. And really, in many ways, City TV was inspiration for what our studio looks like. The guy who created City TV in the 60s wanted to create an open studio. It was the first open studio of its kind.
I actually remember you telling me how nice their studio was.
And they also have at City TV in Toronto something that I've wanted to implement outside of our studio. They had a confessional booth. You'd walk up to it, it had a camera in it, and you could record something for use on City TV. But what they never told anybody is there was a big button that says start recording, but it was always recording. So that some of the best stuff was before people pushed the button to say start recording.
Wow.
We would never do that, of course.
Well, we're always on. So that's sort of the way it goes.
That's true. And
what's Cinefy? Let's
I
look
know.
at
Let's
this.
find out. All right.
Let's find out.
We're going to get Cinefied. Here, I'll stand over here.
Sounds good. All right, what Cinefy is a brand new revolutionary video editing app for the iPhone and the iPad. We're going to be out in about 4 to 6 weeks. And what we do is, besides being an incredibly easy-to-use video editor, is we're also doing special effects. So if you're looking at creating a movie with some incredible special effects, you can come to us. We're doing branded special effects. We're working with TV shows, movies, video games, all sorts of different companies to drop in their effects. So you'll see up here in a second, one of our first partners is Death Valley. It's a brand new MTV show about zombies. And so you're actually able to drop in zombies and blood splatters and gore.
You want the...
I do.
Besides that, we also have an incredible music library. We partner with a company called Friendly Music. We're going to have over 500,000 tracks completely copyright cleared to be able to play along with your videos. And if you don't like any of them, you can always choose a song from your iTunes library.
Could I take a video and upload it to YouTube and not get pulled down?
Exactly, yep. That's the whole point of having copyright cleared music. You don't have to worry about any of YouTube. We already are working with a YouTube partner, so they're going to know that you paid for that song, you have the rights to use that song in your video. and you're going to be able to upload it and not have any issues.
So this is an app I can download from the App Store?
Exactly. 4 to 6 weeks. It's going to be $2.99 or less.
$2.99?
Yes, it is.
But we'll be able to do in-app purchases of additional features.
Yep, you'll be able to purchase additional effects. We're going to have a whole huge library, though, of free effects as well. And like I said, we're working with more and more partners. Here's the Death Valley effect pack, and we're going to have a ton of free effects and a ton of paid ones as well.
That's awesome.
You know, really cool stuff we're coming out with, and we're just getting more and more creative effects by more brands and companies. So we're really excited to have it out there.
Do you have a demo that we can actually watch and see it editing, or is it working yet?
We're in various stages of development on some pieces, but we're getting close. So in the next couple of weeks, we'd love to send you guys a build and have you demo it.
I think that's cool. That could be an app cap, don't you think?
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Cinefy.
Cinefy.
And you can go to cinefyapp.com. We're currently in closed beta, so if you sign up on our site, you might get a chance of getting into our more open beta once we get closer to release. And just sign up there for more information. You'll be able to see effects previews, and you'll be able to see this trailer on YouTube as well.
You know, with the release of Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, there was a little app, a free app available that allowed you to add some Mission Impossible effects to your videos. Maybe you saw mine where I got my car back and then a car fell from the sky and burst into flames.
That was awesome.
And it was very cool, but it only had 3 effects. This is the same idea, but we'll be able to do a lot more with it.
You can pick and choose.
Exactly, yeah. When we took a look at Action Movie Effects, which is the app you're talking about, we were a little disappointed. I mean, who released an app with only 2 effects and the rest you have to pay? We're going to have a ton more, and a ton more from other branded content. It's not just going to be J.J. Abrams' movie. It's going to be your favorite television shows, movies, brands, and video games.
It's a clever idea because you get these companies to help you out with this stuff. It's advertising for them, and we get great effects that come from the movie.
Completely agree, and that's the thing. That's what's making it so fantastic. Like I said, we're in closed beta, and the videos that we're getting back are absolutely incredible. People's creativity have been blowing us away.
I want to get the Mad Men pack, and everybody will have skinny ties and be drinking martinis.
Perfect.
Exactly.
Can we do that?
You can do that.
Hey, it's nice to meet you guys. Good luck. Where do you guys come from?
We're from Portland, up in Oregon, and we just love it here. It's so much drier than it is up there.
It's raining right now, probably.
It is, yeah.
Are you're young guys? You students? Were you recently? Is that how you met?
No, we actually met just working together on Cinefy as a customer-client relationship, and it kind of blossomed into more. So we're excited to be here and working together.
That's great. Well, it's nice to meet you both.
Thank you so much.
You poor guy.
Best of luck
Only
with
only
Cinefy.
2 more days.
Only 2 more days.
I can tell you've done that spiel once or twice.
Yeah, about hundreds of times.
Here, I'll wind him up in the back. Okay, good. All right. Thanks, guys. Cinefy. That's going to be an app cap, don't you think?
Absolutely.
I'll be playing with that. The action effects was fun. There were just a couple of effects. I saw it first when Dana Brunetti from Trigger Street posted a video on Path of his Thanksgiving turkey. They were doing one of those big fryer turkeys, and he used a J.J. Abrams meteor hits the fryer effect, and I didn't know that he had done it that way, and it scared the hell out of me. So that's how I found it.
Yesterday, Greg Grunberg was showing off the same thing. He had his home in L.A. It's a cute little White House, and then like a meteor comes.
Yeah, and hit boom, it's gone. Yeah, it's quite clever, and it actually works better than one would think. Here it is, the Key West collection, I should say. You see what I'm saying? It's a pillow for your pad.
I like it.
Yeah. These are kind of nice looking cases.
For the camping iPad professional. Oh, I see one over here.
Oh, look at that. So this is Ducati actually, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And it's just an iPad case.
Yeah.
But I think if you took that on the plane, you could also. Yeah, very comfortable. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna.
There's a larger one too. I guess that could even fit an Air, really, a MacBook Air.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's actually kind of
nice.
neat.
Gosh, this feels good.
And they even have little iPhone cases for your little pillow. A little tiny pillow.
Well, it'll go really well with a North Face jacket.
Would you carry a purse that looked like that?
I'd carry a purse that looked like that. Yeah, I would. It's nice.
Here's a purple Ducati keyboard. Actually, that's the Apple keyboard. The keys have been skinned. So they're selling skins to put on your Apple keyboard.
They'll skin anything, won't they?
Yeah.
I like these. These are nice.
You see a lot of licensing. I think that's one of the things you might have noticed. They've licensed a Ducati name, and they're making Ducati cases. Cinefy's licensing all sorts of content from the movies.
And a little more affordable than the Porsche BlackBerry.
Wow, that's creepy. I don't know what that
I don't either.
skeleton one is. Woo.
Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Charles from high school.
Hi, Charles. So we were just admiring the puffy Ducati iPad case.
Thank you very much. The Summit was a line that we launched in the middle of the summertime, which is made out of a microfine Italian nylon, imported actually from Italy. They're all.
It seems like it actually could sort of be a travel pillow also.
It does. It does. It matches up nicely with your Canada Goose jackets too, with the nice puffy look. They're handmade, so they're not a mass-produced product. We push them out as a premium product.
And I like this one. If Che Guevara had carried an iPad, it would have been in that case right there. It's kind of got the ripstop nylon and the.
That's brand new for us this year.
I like that.
Yeah. Right? That we're releasing that this year. It's got even a pouch on the top for your charger, your charging block for your iPad.
Oh, I like that. That's a good idea.
Store your headphones in there as well.
Throw your headphones, whatever other little devices that we have.
So what does that iPad case sell for?
The Summits are ranging depending on the version of it and the size, because it does come in two different styles.
So these are the puffies.
Right? Yeah, these puffy cases that they just moved and they stood in front of them, they're $65 for the smooth version, and these $95 for the puffies. The Ducati line, I don't have an actual pricing on it because we haven't released it yet for the market. Right. So, but I'm sure it'll probably be a little bit more because of licensing.
The Ducatis want their cut.
Ducati wants their cut. Well, we're actually still working out the whole distribution deal with that as well.
That's cool,
because it's a deal that Ducati came to us to do. It wasn't us that
That's
went to
neat.
Ducati.
Yeah, they're known for styling, so it makes sense. Yeah.
And that's the big thing. We also do we do backpacks for them as well. There's a phone case that we'll be releasing along with the Ducati logo on it. It's actually just below that gentleman's hand over there. It's got the Ducati's emblem on the back, and it's an aluminum case. Case.
Cool.
Right?
Well, beautiful products. Thanks so much for telling us about them.
You're very, very welcome. Do you mind if I show you another unique little product?
Sure. Love to.
Have this particular feature on?
Yes.
Sir Charles.
That's what we want. We want unique stuff.
Most people, when they buy iPads.
Yes, I know where you're going. They buy that smart cover. We all bought one.
And then they buy they're out looking for something on the back that protects their smart cover. The problem with the smart covers is if you did this by accident, your iPad dies.
Yes, it's done that. Yes.
We've trademarked this too, by the way. We're the only company that has a locking system for the smart cover.
That's so good. I need that.
Right? Especially if you're going to use your smart cover as a fridge magnet, which some people are actually doing.
Right.
And I never would because I'm afraid
Right.
something will go awry.
So this holds it in. It also gives you a back case, because that's the other problem with the smart cover. It doesn't protect the back of your iPad.
It protects it. It seals off the ports from moisture. It still allows the speaker and the cameras to work. It doesn't block any of them off.
The smart cover still works as a stand.
Still works as a stand. It does not in any way prevent the smart cover from doing anything it wants.
It just doesn't fall off.
That's right, and it keeps it attached.
Which mine
Like,
does all
And
the
it saves
time.
the back of your iPad, and a lot of people are nervous about keeping.
How much is that, and where is it? Is it available now?
Right now, it's available. It's now I'm drawing a blank. It's
$1.
no.
$39.95.
Thank you. $49.95.
$49.95.
You were close. You got it. Right.
The price was almost right.
Storage board. Right? 50, 60. And you know what? It still offers the protection. That
Whoa! He just threw his iPad on the
I'm
ground.
quite happy with
You're a brave man. That's good. Charles Wong.
You know what? It's not being brave. It's believing in my product.
Believing in your product. That's absolutely right.
We're not just fashionable. We're not just function. We are fashion for technology.
Is it iSkin.com?
iSkin.com.
Great. Very nice stuff. I like that. I'm going to buy that.
Charles,
yeah.
this is
I need
a great
that.
idea.
Mike, you know my.
The iPad still works.
Oh, we should verify that, shouldn't we?
It's a real working iPad. Thank you.
No, that's really cool. That's really cool. Thank you, Charles. That was neat. I'm glad he showed us that.
I was sitting there thinking, gosh, why has nobody thought of that before?
Yeah.
If they're first.
It should lock it in. Now, I think we've been this way. Should we go this way?
Yes. Let's go this way.
There's a young lady about to ride a tricycle into the crowd, which
I love this.
should
I
be.
don't know if it has anything to do with iPads, but I like it anyway.
Go ahead.
Look at
Just.
this thing. Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sure. Should I try it?
Get on that thing. Oh, this is going to be good.
Motor's right in the front right here.
Yeah.
You just throttle just like a motorcycle.
Okay. So I've unlocked it now. Whoa, whoa, watch out. Can I back up? How do I back up?
Butt inertia. So you hold the brakes and then go like that.
And
that's how you back up?
Use butt inertia.
Butt inertia.
He doesn't have enough inertia.
I don't have enough of a butt.
And then do it again.
Butt inertia.
I think
it's a new technique.
I made it up, yeah.
All right, I'm going to try it one more time. This is cool. So I could ride around town in this. It's electric. Is it charged?
Into the wall. It's a lithium-ion battery, just like your laptop.
How many miles will I get?
20 miles for a fully charged battery. Goes up to 17 miles per hour. So
I was going to get a Focus Electric. I'm going to get this instead.
Yeah.
It's cheaper too.
Okay, stand back. I'm going. Okay, move, clear away, clear away. Here we go.
use your butt inertia.
All right, enough butt inertia for this show. That is awesome.
That was
I like
awesome.
How much is it going to be?
This one runs $1,900, but they range between 13 to 22 depending on the model. This is a 36 volt. We have a 48 volt and a 36 volt light.
Riding that around town, I think you could.
Oh, you would be the belle.
Watch, here comes some butt inertia. She's a trained professional. Whoa, a little too much butt inertia, young lady. Or you could just ask a nice person to push you. Steer it and I'll push. There we go. Much easier. Thank you. That's really cool. Has nothing to do with an iPad, but I want one. Now, I have to mention that not only are we recording the show so that we can create iPad today in the normal fashion, as always with our shows, we like to stream live so that people at home can watch as we do it. They see the live unedited
Warts
version.
and all.
But there's a little, maybe you noticed something, we're not in the studio.
That's
How
right.
did they do it, you might be asking? Well, it's pretty cool. We've got a live view backpack, and Hilton Goring, our camera operator, is wearing this backpack. It's got, I think, 6 4G and 3G cards in there, bonding all the data together and sending it out so that we get a very high-quality stream anywhere we go.
If one
And
network
this-
goes down, the other ones keep it steady.
Exactly, and this is a very challenging environment. Not only are we in a a big concrete and metal aircraft hangar, but everybody in here is using 3G and 4G stuff. So I don't know how well it's working, but it's pretty amazing that it works at all. And I just really thank the folks at LiveView for making that possible. They do a great job. Yesterday, Hilton got to wear the little one. He's wearing the big one today. You missed the little one, don't
Well,
you?
with all the products and the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth going nuts in here, we want it to be safe.
It's amazing. It is. There's so much RF and so forth going on in here. So thank you, LiveView, for making this possible. I think it's kind of the state of the art in the future, the new media broadcast world. And I'm actually seeing when we came here 2 years ago with a LiveView, I think we were the very first. And now I see LiveView backpacks everywhere, not just people like us, new media people, but even mainstream, old stream networks. You want to see the Magic Cube?
I do.
This is really amazing.
Because this is it's a projected image of a keyboard, so you can just type.
We've seen these
inputs.
before.
I've actually never used one though.
But this is finally works, and it's pretty exciting. So you get the Magic Cube, and it projects a keyboard
That's
onto
right.
a surface and allows you to type on the projected keyboard. It means instead of carrying around a keyboard with you, you're carrying around a small projector, the Magic Cube, that you then turn on and get a digital
On
keyboard.
any surface at
on
all.
any surface. And you know what? It works amazingly well. We've seen these before, but this is the first time that I've seen one that actually works. Were you typing with it? That's pretty neat. Let me see if I can type a little bit.
This is Rarfur. That's user error.
That's not the Magic Keyboard's fault. That's my fault. Although it is a little bit touchy because you're not getting any feedback.
This is the Magic Cube. Keyboard.
All right, there we go.
There you go.
And it's all in caps, so I can shift lock it off.
This is also, you've got a bright light right above you, so.
It's amazing.
Isn't that neat?
And this is the Cube, so it's Bluetooth connected to the iPad and projects the keyboard wherever you position it. It really makes it much easier to do. This is very nice. Good job.
Hey there. Hi. We were just admiring these projected keyboards.
Thank you. This is actually a projection keyboard and a mouse as well. So
How
if
do
you-
I mouse?
So if we are on a system like Android or Windows, we can use it as a mouse.
Oh,
Since the
that's-
iOS doesn't have a mouse built in.
Doesn't need it.
It wouldn't. Yeah,
Right.
it wouldn't need it. But for example, if we're on a Windows platform over here, I can show you that
Sure.
it works as a multi-touch mouse. So right now we're in a keyboard mode. so you can type whatever messages that you want to be typing. Then you can switch over to your mouse function. So you hold the function key and you tap the cursor button. With one finger, you could control the
That's
cursor.
neat. It becomes a trackpad. The table's a trackpad.
So you could do your basic mouse functions like clicking, double clicking. And then it also recognizes multi-touch. So let's say you use 2 fingers. You can scroll up and down. And you could zoom in and out as well. And then to go back to the keyboard mode, you just tap the cursor button, and then you're back into your keyboard mode.
So cool.
They even make an iPhone case that has it built in, so it could be part of your iPhone case.
Exactly.
How much is the Magic Cube?
The Magic Cube right now retails in the U.S. for $169.
And is it available everywhere?
It's not available everywhere. It's a very limited release. It's available on our website at celluon.com, or if you go on Amazon.com, you can find it.
Amazon has it, or at CELLUON.com.
Yes.
Celluon.com. Hey, thank you so much, Peter. That is really neat.
Thank
We've seen
you.
these for many years. This is the first one
Magic
I've seen that
Cube.
really works well. I mean, it's
Well,
really
I love
great.
the mouse integration.
That's
It's really
neat.
gonna
And
come in handy.
multi-touch?
Well, and it's so tiny.
Yeah, yeah. And it could fit into an iPhone case, so you just have the case.
Sure.
And there's the case right here, and you just tilt it up.
It's smaller than any keyboard you could cram into another case.
It is a little, you're typing on a hard surface. I guess it's the same as iPad typing. It's maybe not quite as clear where the keys are, so it's a little challenging. But I think with a little practice, you could
Bit of
you
a
could
learning
use it.
curve, I'm
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
I make quite a few iOS typing mistakes, so I'm always down to try another solution that doesn't embarrass me so much.
I can't believe
when I'm
it, but we've
typing
actually reached the end of CES.
We've
This is the end.
I always wondered where the end of CES
It stops
is,
right here.
and it's here.
It's kind of hard to believe.
I thought it was round, and it isn't. It isn't at all.
Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. Are you having fun?
I'm having a good time. You're coming to Macworld, though. You're going to come
Of course I
with
am.
me, right?
Of course I am.
Very good.
Well, I noticed you're taking notes on the iLounge. This is, we should say, by the way, this is Paul Kent of Macworld iWorld.
Hello.
The organizer of Macworld. Tell us a little bit about Macworld this year.
Well, the show's coming up in 2 weeks. It's a very different show. We call it the Ultimate iFan Event. So in addition to a trade show of about 275 products, and we actually just got the note that there's 140 products being introduced at the show. So a lot
That's
of things, a lot of app developers, iOS and macOS 10 app developers. But also we've got all these interesting evening events, these film festivals, these concerts, and all the artists that we've invited, they all apply their art using Apple technology. So if you come, you're going to see right on stage iPads, Macs being used in the performance of art. You're going to see films that have been shorts to feature films that have been made entirely using the optics in an iPhone or the optics in an iPad. So it really is everything that you can do with an Apple device.
And that's what's great about Macworld and iWorld. It's the gathering of the Apple, iPad, iPhone clan, a chance to get together. We're doing our own meetup. Once again, we're going to have a little cocktail party. I can't remember if it's Tuesday.
It's Thursday the 26th.
At the Intercontinental.
Because Myra and I are like this.
It's so great to see you, Paul, and kind of fun to see you at the iLounge, and he's taking notes, he's writing stuff down,
Absolutely.
seeing what's here. Really exciting. 2 weeks to Macworld. We'll be there. Don't worry, we're doing iPad today from the show floor.
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much, Leo.
Thank you. Paul Kent from IDG and Macworld Expo. Isn't that neat?
Who some people might remember we interviewed Paul at
course.
Macworld last
Sure.
year for the show.
And it looked like maybe it was planned that we would end up here and Paul would be standing
It's
here.
actually, no.
We had no
We were
idea.
trying to make a joke about
The
getting
end of
to the end of
CES.
CES, and there he was.
But we have come to the end of iPad today.
We have. You know what's nice about what Paul said is that last year, as we mentioned at the beginning of the show, some of Macworld and CES seems to have a lot of crossover. But if there are 140 new gadgets and services and products that are being announced there, it looks like we're in for a real treat.
And the difference, of course, between Macworld and this event is it's all about iOS. It's all about Macintosh. And it's the community that gathers. And it really is, it's a much smaller event, much more accessible event, much more affordable event, open to the public.
But
so
more
it isn't the same thing, really.
specific, too.
Much more specific. I think this has been fun, though. We've wandered around the iLounge. We didn't even scratch the surface.
No, we didn't.
There is
it
so
seems
much
like,
more.
It seems like we saw a lot, and we did, but we saw, I don't know, 2%
Maybe.
of what the iLounge has.
Yeah, there's hundreds more
Hopefully
booths.
you got at least a taste of what the North Hall is like at CES this year. It's pretty intense.
It's pretty fun. We'll be back next week, as always, with our traditional iPad Today production. We
And
invite
app
you to-
caps.
We'll have hats again. I have a great app cap that I'm saving.
I found one at Digital Experience the other night.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to wait till next week, but it's pretty cool.
Just tune in Thursday, 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. We do it at every day on twit.tv, every week on twit.tv. And you can always subscribe after the fact and watch all of our shows, but just go to twit.tv. If people want to contact us with their suggestions, their comments, is there an easy way to do that?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked, Leo. iPad Today at twit.tv is our email address. You can also leave a message for us on our Google Voice number, 757-504-IPAD. Or if you want extra points, and those are virtual points because we don't actually have money that we're going to send you, send us a video, something in 30 seconds or less.
Yeah.
Upload it somewhere, send it to us, upload it to your YouTube account, or wherever you want to host a video. We love seeing your faces, or your dogs, or your kids, or just don't drive. Don't drive while you're recording the video, and we'll take everything.
iPad Today. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you next week on iPad Today.
From CES.
Look, I see something over here. I really want to see. We've got to
Yeah, I
check this
thought we
out.
were done.
Oh, no, there's so much more to see.